Welcome to Kumba Software LLC DPAA tutorials. This tutorial is about managing user groups. Be sure to set your playback video to HD, and though some visual details may have changed since the video was created, the functionality will be the same. So what I've done is I've selected, I've started up DPAA, I've selected a couple of appliances here, and I have selected the default domain, even though I don't really have to for the first part of this, because DPAA knows where user groups are created. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go across here to the Administration tab, and then I'm going to go to the Groups tab underneath there. And I can search for user groups by putting in a user group name. So we have a little help pop up here to help us define how to search for things. And then I can just search for all groups as I see fit. Now at this point, I have a number of groups here, and we can select any number of those. We can move columns around, and we can sort them by name or sort them by some other column if we want to. We also have a hamburger menu that lets us do a number of things to the group screen. So we can add a group, we can save any changes we make, and of course we can delete any groups that we have selected. And one of the rare things that we can do on this screen, because this is a fully editable screen, is we can pop up a menu, and I did that via right-click. This is the exact same menu as is under the hamburger menu, and I can add a group. So at this point, what it's done is it's added a number of rows equal to the number of appliances I have selected, because DPAA is attempting to keep everything synchronized. So it is assuming that we're creating a group for every appliance we have selected. So now I can go create the group name, so I can type something like maybe contractor. And notice that as I tabbed out of that field to go to the next field, this empty field under this second user group I added took on the same name. Same thing as if I change the admin state, which is generally enabled when we get started. I can't imagine why we want to create a different one. And this is for contractors. So we've got all that information now put together, and then I can pop up the menu again, and I can save the changes to create those users. And we can see that we, created that contractor user group. The second one is here because I previously had the reads-only group there, and it sometimes thinks I might have edited anything, but it didn't change anything for that user. So you'll also see that this little diskette showed up, which means that we have to save the configuration for it to persist, and I can save that configuration just by clicking there, and then we get the configurations that I need saved. The other place where we can go edit groups is over on the Find Objects tab. If I go there, then I just click in here, and then I type user, it scrolls me way down here, and I can then select user group. Likewise, I can search here by the user groups. If I type contractor, which is my new user group, I can search for it here, and again, it shows up in this list. If I clear this out, and then I search, I get all the user groups that are available. Now, within this screen, there are a number of things that we can do that are not available in the other screen, and this is where the default domain is important to have selected, because it doesn't, from this screen, it's looking for object configurations anywhere. So again, I can sort, I can move things around, I can sort by name, and I can select my contractor. And then if I right-mouse click or select the hamburger menu, I get a number of pop-up options that are available here to do quite a number of other things, such as toggle the admin state, or export them, or copy them, or show references, or whatever. There are quite a number of things we can do. One of the other things we can do here is to manage the user group access policies for this new group, and we can manage user group command groups. Now, if I select this one, what we're going to see is it pumps up the screen, and keep in mind I've selected two users here. When I go, none of the access groups are created, command groups are created yet. If I select this, notice I get two rows. Why do I get two rows? Because I have selected two users. It's creating a row for each user I have selected. Now I can go select that command group and let's say we select that one. And notice it synchronized that across the different users because I'm synchronizing the edits here. And again, DPAA assumes that's what you want to be able to do. So we can go across here and we can add as many of these as we want to our contractor. And that way we're creating the command groups that they may have access to. Then we select finish, we can save that back. The other thing that we can see and access here is the access policies. And so I selected this group because it already has some defined, so you can come in here and you can see that I have a number of access policies already defined for this developer user group in each of the appliances. So there's 2 each. Again, if I add one, 2 rows get selected because that's what I'm adding, and then I can type in whatever value I want to here. This isn't obviously going to work, so I'm not going to save it. But you get the idea that this is where you would manage that complex property for these groups. Likewise, I can go in here, I can delete the objects, and I can delete them from the other screen. And this will give me the opportunity to go and cascade these deletes, which we don't need to do. There's nothing to cascade. I'm just going to go ahead and select to move on, and then I'm going to select Finish. And there we go. It shows that it's being deleted. I've got the little diskette again showing me that I need to save the configurations. I say the configurations of the domains that changed in the appliances that I have selected. And then if I search again, you can see that user group is gone. So that's how you manage user groups. If you have any comments or suggestions, go out here to www.kumbasoft.com and go to the Features and Tutorials page to learn all about the DPAA product. Go to Contact Us page, drop us a line. Would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.